Another documentary.
Yeah. What's this, number 2 for us?
Number 2. We like to learn new things.
I learned a lot in this documentary.
Oh, yeah. I did too.
You can have sex with aliens and paint about it later.
Yeah. As long as you paint about it, makes it acceptable, socially acceptable.
Yeah, socially acceptable. It's not weird. It's not weird.
Not weird at all.
No.
What is this movie?
Love and Saucers. Came out 2017. So it's about a man named David Huggins or
David
Huggins. Huggins. There's no D in it, so it'd be Huggins.
Huggins.
Yeah. It's about a man. He paints his abductions. What he remembers of them.
So yeah, it's this is interesting how they tell you. Some of it was in the extras. They asked him like, how did this come about? Because he wasn't running around telling people about his story.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of his neighbors saw his paintings and then started talking to him about it.
Oh, okay.
And then somebody else met somebody that had like they had a gallery, an art gallery that wanted to do UFO stuff. So they contacted him. The friend contacted him and said, "Hey, do you want to put your stuff out there?" And then he sort of got found out that way. But,
okay.
But the guy's story is, he was born in the 40s or 50s?
Yeah, it was like 40s. He was like 7 or 8 in the 50s.
Early 50s.
So late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, so he just, I think the first encounter was he saw a small furry being with glowing eyes.
It looked like a weird little Bigfoot to me.
Yeah, like a little, like a Jawa.
Yeah.
If you took the robes off, there was like a furry Jawa.
Yeah, a furry Jawa that's a little bit buff.
Yeah.
That was his first encounter. Second encounter was a giant praying mantis that talked to him like a kid.
Yeah.
And then his next one was he felt like something was watching him, but he couldn't really tell.
Uh-huh.
And then he saw these eyes.
And so early on, this is like once a year.
Yeah.
So through his childhood, once or twice a year, he'll have this weird shit happen.
Yeah.
And then it escalates.
When he was 15 or 16 or 17?
17 was when things get real serious. Before we go to that, though,
we're gonna have to.
We'll need this for the.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, went down smooth.
Ain't that Japanese?
It's not that hibiki. It's definitely not the hibiki. But so at 17,
good age to lose your virginity, yeah.
Yeah. Good for him, I guess. He's in the forest, and I don't remember if there's any details leading up to it, but he did a painting of it. It's on the cover of the Vinegar Syndrome.
You've seen this woman, alien woman.
Yeah,
just looking at him.
Blue robes.
Oh,
right. Yeah. And he just became immediately aroused.
He was like, I just got aroused, and my clothes never came off faster.
Yeah, he couldn't get them off fast enough, and he came so hard it hurt. I'm like, wow,
I've never experienced that. That says something. But that must be that magic pussy.
Try to hold it in.
So
that'll hurt. You try that. It's an old technique. Yeah.
I've held it in.
No, I mean like hold it in. Like you're holding in your piss.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Try that.
Sounds like it's a lot of work.
It is.
But I can just pull out.
It's unpleasant. So yeah, he does a painting of this later on in life. Apparently he went some years, he forgot about all this, and it came to him in the 80s.
Yeah.
And he started to do these paintings.
What was it? It was like after he went to art school for a bit, he forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they visited him in art school.
Got married, had a kid, was living a normal-ass life, and then just suddenly rememred that he had been having sex with an alien named Crescent every night for years and years and years. She would come to him in his bed and she would always ride him on top.
Yeah.
She'd get on top. Which is the painting we see.
Yeah.
So she's always on top, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, that many times, you would think you would try different positions.
Yeah, well, see, he did say he was paralyzed.
Yeah.
Which made me think he's in a sleep paralysis, and then there's a hypnagogic state, and then there's another one that sounds similar. But basically, one means you're falling into sleep, the other one means you're coming out of it, but part of your brain is awake, and another part is asleep.
I've had that happen a few times.
And I've had sleep paralysis one time, and it was actually, I thought it was very peaceful and pleasant. I didn't freak out. I was just like, wow, this is so comfortable. But
not as comfortable as his.
No. So he would have this alien. Her name was Crescent, and she was beautiful body, just voluptuous. Yes. But she had
a weird face,
weird big eyes, kind of the typical alien gray kind of
gray
face.
Alien big eye face.
Yeah.
Big head, weird body.
And the mantis would always be watching in the corner.
Why? Just to make sure it goes right.
At one point, the mantis sprayed him with some gray goo.
Oh, yeah. He was running back and it evaporated off him.
Yeah, evaporated off him.
He told his dad about it. He's like, you shut up.
You're crazy. They beat him. They beat him. And the alien was like, well, don't tell them. If they're going to beat you, stop.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, maybe you're right. He's like, then I never say anything to my parents ever again. The alien gave him good advice.
Yeah.
Don't tell people about your crazy shit.
Yeah, don't do it.
And so there's also the alien gray, the typical alien gray they call them, with the little ones, the big heads. He always paints them in little blue jumpsuits.
They were the workers.
Yeah. The furry alien, and then the mantis, and then the woman.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he sees through the years. Now we get to a point where he has this sort of dreamlike vision of the baby.
His son.
Yeah, so there's a baby, and she's telling him, your baby's dying. He's freaking out.
Yeah.
And he's
kind of says, I want to come there. And they're like, no, you can't, man.
Through willpower, he teleports
like, well, watch this.
to the ship.
I'm going to fall asleep and go there.
Yeah, he teleports himself to the ship. And like she's holding, and the painting of this baby, it's like the poor thing looks malnourished.
It's like, you're not holding this baby right. You gotta cradle it
to yourself.
I've done this.
And I guess he comes up to the baby and he touches it, and he says there's a spark of energy that goes from him to the baby.
Kind of like a televangelist.
Yeah, a little bit of a Benny Hinn action. Yeah. And I guess he brings the baby back to life, and they're like, wow.
Oh, man, you come to this room.
Well, look, here's a warehouse filled of your babies that are dying.
You're going to have to touch all of them.
Yes, there's a painting of just rows and rows of these, like, fucking half human, half alien.
Yeah.
Babies. He's
got to go through and touch them all.
He touches them to give them back the human life energy or whatever it was. And I just want to say, like, this guy, I like him a lot. I would like to hang out with this guy. He's just like, he's very chill and matter of fact about the whole thing. He's like, oh yeah, it just happened to me, and I mean, if you don't believe it, that's fine. Yeah,
he's not really pushing it.
Yeah, he's just sort of like, I mean, he was discovered kind of by accident. It's like you get down to, okay, is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah.
I think he probably has some schizophrenic shit, and he figured out a way to
cope with it, maybe.
Yeah, to make it so he could function in society and not, get locked in a padded cell or whatever.
Right.
And not take a whole bunch of fucked up medication. He paints his paintings and he tells a story.
Yeah.
Because he's at one point that he wanted to just paint a painting something that didn't happen.
Oh yeah, and they didn't like it.
Yeah, the alien was like, no,
destroy it, get rid of it. We want the real stuff.
Only paint what's true. And so, this painting of him sucking on the alien teat because he's showing the baby how to.
That's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's teaching the baby how to suckle.
It's a natural. Well, I
guess
that's
all babies do. They know how to do.
They do.
That's all they know how to do.
But this is like an alien hybrid thing, so I don't know if that would be a natural thing.
Maybe the alien. Yeah, that's a good point.
But it'd be in that part of the genes. Like the human trait would be to do that. Like they just want to suck on something.
Yeah, it's like ingrained response.
Yeah, but the man had to show the baby how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of his paintings.
$70, but I want the real one. Yeah,
you want a real one.
I want a real one.
I don't think he's getting rid of those.
I want to take a trip to Jersey. That's where this man lives.
Yep.
They show the sign of where he works at.
They tell you where it's at. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to go knock on his door.
He works there one day a week, so just figure out when that is. Sir, I will give you
$10,000 for one of your paintings.
I want the full scale naked Amazon.
Yeah.
Cupping her own breasts.
Yeah, another one of my favorite ones, like when they start going through all of his paintings, was where they had the 2 or 3 alien girls like jacking them off into a
they jacked while everybody's watching.
Yeah. Like that wasn't romantic. That's what they wanted. I wasn't going to say no.
Yeah.
Please, no, stop.
So usually with these kind of stories, and I'm an old Coast to Coast AM fan.
Mm-hmm.
Art Bell, George Norrie, and they talk to all of the greats, all of the great UFO abduction people, Whitley Strieber, and all these people that talk about these abduction rape stories, and they're always very traumatized. He's like, it was fucking awesome. Like, he's just, I would have gone with them if I could have. Right? I don't know why it stopped. I wanted to keep going forever,
After I got off, they were done with me and said, go back. No.
He was the rare exception to being really into it.
What was it? Did the other guy say he had like a similar encounter with him too? The dude that was doing the paintings on whistleblowers.
No, he was like, he said the main thing, the biggest thing he saw was that UFO that he took a picture of that they showed.
Okay, yeah.
No, the other two or three people they talked to were like, we have never had anything like this. But one guy was like, but I did go to the spaceship one time or whatever. But no, I think that, there's fewer people that want to admit or tell that story.
Right.
Let's say say that. Tell the story of being, raped by an alien.
But was it rape though? I mean, he did it over.
I mean, he was paralyzed, but he didn't try to hide from it.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like he
kept walking
locked
into
his. He didn't lock his cock up in a medieval device to stave off Crescent.
Crescent.
Oh, Crescent. Intergalactic rapist. Crescent. Sexy rapist.
Just mothering hundreds and thousands of children.
Yeah, hybrid alien beings.
Like
for who knows what purpose.
Exactly.
She could be building a fucking alien army. Who knows?
To take over Earth.
Yeah, who knows the reason.
And David Huggins is responsible for it.
Yeah. Damn you, David!
I burn your paintings now.
One day, hopefully soon, we'll be invaded by an army of David Huggins' children. They'll put the world right. But yeah, it's a very simple documentary. It just goes through his paintings and he kind of tells his story. And there's really, once you get to the end, it's a pretty short movie. It's like an hour.
Yeah,
right?
it's about an hour long.
There's not much to it. It's really just, here's this old dude. He paints these paintings, and this is some shit that happened to him when he was younger. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's not going to blow your mind. I don't think it's on the level of Marjo.
No. It's great watching just all the different artworks that pop up that he does.
Like I say, I'm definitely, when I get home tonight, I'm going to be perusing, trying to find the very right one I want to put on my wall.
Oh, yeah. There's I think 7 of them for sale.
Okay.
That's what it is. So, yeah.
I want tasteful yet sexy is what I want. Maybe the one where he's laying down and the Crescent, it just has his cock ready to go. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the one with the 2 or 3 girls, alien girls one isn't on there, or Amazonian girls.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
too bad. Anything else you want to say before we go to scores?
No, like I said, it's a very short movie. It's just not. It's just nothing crazy. It's like the world turned against you type stuff. It's
I mean, it's pretty low key.
Yeah.
And even as far as the abduction story, the famous abduction stories you hear about, it's not as harrowing because he likes it.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of stops. Like when you listen to some of these people, it's like they've been tortured their entire lives and they're just fucking completely fucked up. And he's just like, I don't know, I just paint paintings.
Yeah.
I go to the deli. You know, he's very relaxed. Yeah, you know, there's nothing. The paintings are really cool. He's got a weird.
I sit at home and watch VHS copies of my movies.
Yeah,
that I like.
He's got a collection of VHSs, which is cool, of sci-fi and horror.
Yeah.
But his paintings have very much a style of somebody, to me, as somebody that used to draw some, and you can draw pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's like somebody that had very little bit of talent, but worked really hard on it.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like you can tell where he gets better over time, and there is something there's something about him.
Yeah.
You know that where you go, well, that face he makes when he's sucking on that alien titty, that's it draws you in. You know?
Yeah, it does.
I have this sense of, there's just this feeling of space around it, and then there's this awareness, this arousal that comes from beneath into the artwork. And I feel it in the space we're in right now, our particular space. I feel his space coming into our space.
You sure you weren't at the expo saying that? His exhibition?
I wish I was. Give me a Modelo and give me a scarf. I'll be in there.
Yeah.
I'll be there ready to critique some paintings.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. It's good. It's not gonna blow your mind, but he's very likable. I like his paintings. I like his story. You know, it's not. I mean, it gets a little weird.
Yeah, there's enough weird.
There's enough right. There's enough weird, but you always, for us, really, you always want it to go a little bit further. And
there's a photo of me in Crescent.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah. You know, you always want to. What I wanted was him to be like, she's here right now.
Yeah.
You know, or some shit like that, or she was here last night.
Yeah.
You know, it's always, this stuff happened a long time ago. It's never.
There's the squirted a lot.
Yeah. There's
Still cleaning that up.
Listen, I don't know about human women, but alien women do ejaculate.
Yes.
Yeah.
It gets everywhere.
Profuse female alien ejaculate.
It just won't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 as well. It was a blind buy for me, but reading it, I was like, I want to see what this man's about.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go buy his artwork and his book.
Yeah,
his book's
I am
$20.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely.
And then I might be taking a trip to Jersey just to see this man, see if he'll sign it.
Hey, like I said, those delis in Jersey.
Yeah.
You get like a bagel sandwich loaded with meat that's like this big.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good shit.
Awesome.
Good shit. Yeah, you'll get fat in New Jersey. You take a trip, definitely.
All right, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Documentary. What's it called again?
Love and Saucers.
Love and Saucers. There you go. David Huggins.